Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick this away to get us going here. Bringing it out, it's Matthews. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They start tonight with a run, but it's stuffed for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
To throw, it's yours. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Deep shot caught out of the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? The pass rush closing in. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
1st and goal, handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Evans. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Tackle made after just a short gain.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. And the offense recovers the fumble. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He had the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drop. And they bounce back from that right away. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Fighting him off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Takes the handoff again. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the wide out. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Scanning the field, it's Rashada. Quick throw to the left. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. There's a pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Bringing it out, it's Evans. And he's brought down at the 16. And we've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
Will take over first and 10.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 28, Georgia 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here's the second down play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Scanning the field, it's Rashada looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on this screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kirk, some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Give it to the back again. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Back to pass. It's Ewers. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Georgia 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. He steps out of bounds at the 24, not quite getting back to the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Texas. And they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas, Georgia 7.
Bringing it out, it's Matthews. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball to 44. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Back to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Single back, takes the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the run, it's Blue. Using a strong stiff arm. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Longhorns have first and 10 here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. There's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Toss it to the back, running left. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Get set, get set.
And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, let's get...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job at confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Going with the old counter run here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Georgia 7.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. And the head coach will